Govee has been one of the biggest names in TV backlighting for a reason. They spent years pushing this category forward, making home setups more immersive, more dynamic, and much easier to upgrade. And now they're back with the all-new Govee TV Backlight 3. This is a dual camera reactive lighting system that is designed to read what's happening on your screen and extend it into your space in real time. So today I'm installing this in my home theater and putting it through a full test to see how well it actually performs. Let's get into it. So this here is the Govee TV Backlight 3. And if you followed this space, you probably already know that Govee has been a major player when it comes to reactive TV lighting. And with this all-new version, the goal is to improve performance, accuracy, and overall experience while still keeping it accessible. Now, the system itself uses a dual camera setup to capture what is happening on the screen. You also get an RGBIC lighting with warm white support, plus app control, voice assistant support, and multiple lighting modes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this thing. All right, so this here's our packaging, this here's our box. You ready to open this thing up? Let's do it. All right, so before we open it up, one thing to know is that this one here is the 75 to 85 inch display, which says right over here. It does come in different sizes, so make sure you have the right one for you. Now, as mentioned previously, it does work with a variety of different things, including Matter, Samsung SmartThings, Alexa, and Google Home. And then on the back, it does mention that you can sync up to 10 different lights at once. So the RGB light can sync with the lights around it, giving it a more immersive feel. All right, so this is everything that you get. First off, you have your dual camera. So this is gonna mount on top of the TV. Now on the back side here, you'll see a little USB-C port. So that USB-C port goes with this cable here. So it's a USB-C to USB-C cable, which connects to our control system. You'll have a power port as well on this side. And this is where our DC adapter comes into. So this is a standard 12-volt adapter. These little calibration cubes, so you'll be placing these on the TV. Once you do set it up and you use the app, this will go ahead and help calibrate it. And then over here we have our light strip, and then it has a 3M tape on the back. And one thing to note is that it does have a USB-C cord that attaches. Again, this will also attach to the control system. And then if you look on the control system itself, you'll see that there's a power button, a light button, and then a cycle mode, so you can technically switch between the different colors as well. So yeah, that's all there's really to it. This is everything that you need to get started right out of the box. The main goal here is simplicity. Take what's happening on your screen and make it extend beyond the TV into the room. Let's go ahead and get it installed. First, I'm cleaning the back of the TV to make sure that everything sticks properly. Then I'm laying out the strip and planning the routing before locking anything in place. This part is important because a clean layout makes a big difference in the final look. After that, I connect the camera, connect the cables, and make sure I manage all the cables hidden behind the TV. Once everything is installed, the next important step is calibration. Now, this is one of the most important parts of the process because accuracy of the lighting depends heavily on where the system reads the screen. So taking a few extra minutes here really improves the final result. It comes with these little cubes that you mount, and then from there you adjust the calibration on the app. Now, before going into the full test, I want to take a quick look at the app itself, because with products like this, the app is a big part of the experience. This is where you handle setup, calibration, brightness, color modes, and the overall customization. You can adjust how the lighting reacts, switch between different scene modes, and fine-tune the behavior of the system. There's also music modes, including energetic, rhythm, spectrum, and rolling, which react to the audio in real time. So overall, the app gives you a lot of control over how you want the system to behave, especially in your space. All right, so the moment of truth. This is where everything comes together. And as soon as I turn it on, you can see the big difference. The TV no longer feels like a separate panel of the wall. Now the entire wall becomes part of the experience. And especially in a home theater setup, it makes a huge impact. Now, one of the tests I really wanted to do is a simple color accuracy test because it's easy for something like this to look good with flashy demo footage. But I want to see how accurately it mirrors what's actually on the screen. So let's start off with some solid colors. Red, green, blue, white. And what I'm looking for here is simple. Does red actually look red? And does white look clean and balanced? Do the colors stay consistent across the strip? This is a great way to see whether the system is accurately reading the screen or just giving you a rough approximation. So overall, it was pretty good. It handled the colors very well, and literally there was no difference between the reds and the reds. However, there was some mix up with the different shades, but overall, it was pretty solid. Then I moved into mixed color scenes to see how well it handles multiple colors at once, and how clean does the transition look. And to my surprise, there was no delay at all. It was literally in a matter of seconds. I even tried slow motion to see how quickly it reacts to the color being changed. Hands down, they did a good job. Now this is the most important question, because real content is where this kind of setup works or doesn't. Let's try out a few different experiences. So overall, it is bright and colorful content where this effect really stands out. Fast transition, strong colors, and high contrast scenes make the room feel much more alive. And this is where you really see the wow factor. Alright, on to dark cinematic scenes. Now this is where I get a little bit more critical, because darker scenes are where backlightings can either add depth or become distracting. What I'm looking for here is whether it enhances the scene without pulling too much attention from the screen. Not too bad, it actually did pretty good for what I would imagine. Alright, on to our action scene. With fast moving content, responsiveness matters. The lighting needs to keep up with the quick changes while still feeling smooth and natural. This is where you can really judge how well the system tracks what's happening on the screen. So I did a little slow motion test, and surprisingly, it was actually pretty accurate. Alright, on to the overall experience. And this is the big question. Does it actually make your setup feel better in real life? Does it add immersion, or does it feel like extra noise? Because at the end of the day, this is about improving your viewing experience, not just adding effect. After installing it, testing it, and spending some time with it in the theater, here's my take. The Govee TV Backlight 3 does exactly what this category is meant to do when it's done right. It makes you feel as if the room is connected to what's happening on the screen. And that's really where the value is here. It's not about changing your TV, it's about upgrading the entire experience around it. If you enjoy building out your setup, improving movie nights, or making your space feel a little bit more immersive, this is definitely a solid upgrade. Overall, I'd say it was super easy to set up, and as long as you have a power source right behind the TV, that makes things a whole lot easier. Now, with that said, if you guys have any questions, comment down below. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.